All right, how's it going? We're gonna make peanut brittle today. There's definitely gonna be edits in this video. Just so you know, the recipe I'm doing, I will just go over my recipe. This one's technically tiny. I'd actually recommend probably doubling it if you want to. However, if it's your first time doing it, I would highly recommend doing a half batch. That way, you can always try again if you mess up. And if you do mess up, you won't feel as bad. Plus, trust me, I know I always like being the kind of person who makes as much as possible at the beginning, but it just doesn't work out. So do a half batch until you know what's going on. We'll just do a half batch tonight to make it quick, easy, and hopefully seamless. We're going to be using a half teaspoon of baking soda. I'm just getting this ready now so I don't have to think about it later. And then we're just going to be using essentially a quarter cup of, what is it, light corn syrup. Ooh, that's going to be a little messy. I'll have to remember about that. Now, this should pretty much be gone now. So at least I didn't waste it, right? No waste. Well, okay, I'm going to waste some of this because you and me both don't have time. Okay. Break out this other one. This one looks way clearer than the other. Well, actually, yeah, that looks good. We're not going to mess with this right now. And I messed up and got some. That's fine. Let's see here. So we'll go over it one more time. Half teaspoon baking soda, quarter cup light corn syrup, and then it's going to be a half cup sugar, and then I like to put a little brown sugar in there, and then half cup peanuts, which we'll get later. Okay. Anyways, I like this recipe. It's pretty quick. Just so you know, I've got this like silicone baking mat over here, which is really awesome. Can handle the heat. They should be pretty cheap. Mine's kind of fancy. It says a pastry mat, silicone, Tovolo. Oh, I guess I have to talk into this thing. Tovolo. It's got fun little weights and then volumes and whatnot. Oh, you know what else is cool? Well, okay, I won't break it out now. We'll just talk. We're just talking. But essentially, on the fridge over there, there's a magnet that has like the different like tablespoons and like the cup and things like that. Okay. Ugh. Don't use brown sugar if you don't want to make a mess. Dang it. Making a mess. Double mess. Okay. I don't know if you saw it, but essentially the baking soda tipped over when I did that. I'm so smart. It's okay. This is like too much sugar, I think. Should be okay. Okay. Anyways, and then I think you just use a little bit of, I like putting the corn syrup in first, so that way I know the sugar's not going to touch the bottom. Oh, also, I like using a little spatula because the corn syrup is super sticky. And I don't like waiting all day for this thing to drain. Like, ugh. Like this ain't nothing. Like, watch how much we're going to get out of here. Like, look at that. Look how much that is. I don't know if you can see it since, unfortunately, you're all the way over there. I apologize. You're just going to have to put up with it. Because I'm having to make videos regardless of how crummy they look. I'm sorry. I wish they looked better. I wish I had a camera guy who could like zoom in and we got like multiple cameras we could cut to. That'd be so cool. Maybe one day. Or maybe not. Why not? Maybe it's just going to be this kind of content forever. Just you and me. Classic content. I think I'll use just a little water. Probably like at a tablespoon right now. I think that should be more than enough. We're going to turn this on probably, well, I'm going to turn it on high. You're not going to want to do that. You're going to want to put it on like, I'd say halfway maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, you can go crazy if you really want to, but yeah, it's up to you, I guess. Just so you know, you don't add the baking soda until the very end. Like, I gotta fix my baking soda because it totally spilled. Good job, me. I'd try and rescue the stuff that was on the table, but it'd look pretty pathetic for the video, so I'm just going to get a new one here. Even though Whatever. Well, it took me one teaspoon. You guys, it should only take a half teaspoon. Again, we're not adding it until it gets up to temp, which the temperature, I mean, technically on here it says hard crack. And I think that's where you want to get it. I think technically they say soft crack sometimes, but you're going to want hard crack. So 300. You're going to want to go 300. Okay, you're also going to want a candy thermometer. You are not going to want to put up with one of those plastic ones. Like here, I'll even show you. This one, this kind of style, garbage. Do not use this. And when I say garbage, I mean they're great on a lot of things, but when you have a candy thermometer, this guy's going to melt or something's going to happen. Just don't do it. Candy thermometer, look at this. It's literally like a big piece of glass, a little metal tip, and then like a little it's perfect. Like, I will admit, you do end up bumping it with the spoon quite a bit, but you're technically not supposed to actually stir it that much. That was actually a problem I had when I was first cooking. Like, I thought you were supposed to constantly stir it, otherwise it would burn, because I'm so used to having such a crummy burner. I'm a little smarter now, but yeah, no, I had such a hard time. So I totally get it. These ones are kind of annoying because you are going to hit them and it's going to have problems. I think it's actually starting to smell pretty good already. It's actually already getting hot. I can already see it doing that. Okay. I'm going to set this that way. I'm going to put this down here and see where we're at. Just so you know, you should be able to rotate this to a point where it's nice and blue. At some point, I'm going to have to show you this, by the way, but this video is just me and you talking here. Oh, it's me talking, you listening. You know how it goes. You can be talking back to me, by the way. Hopefully you are. We're letting it climb here. Just so you know, don't be afraid to turn the burner off. If you feel like it's going up too fast or faster than you want, turn it off. Turn it off. You'll still watch it go up because the burner's usually maintaining heat. Unless you have a gas one, which I have no idea how people use gas stoves because I'm so used to these electric or whatever you want to call them. So we're getting bubbles, which means we're definitely getting kind of up to the temperature we want. And when I say up to, I mean like, you know, bubbles are the first sign that we're on our way to getting where we want to. Technically, I'm going to need to let it cook a little while. Otherwise, it's going to be too wet from the moisture content. Probably just going to turn this down to 2. We still got to get all the way up to 300, so I'm not too worried about it just yet. I really shouldn't be doing this, especially as an experiment to show you guys how to do it. I get antsy, and so I have to mess with it. But I don't think it matters with peanut brittle, really. I think with other stuff, like, you know, caramels, you're not supposed to. I think. I don't know. You can fact check me. Yeah, caramels. And then probably fudges, I'm assuming. I'm not sure. Well, at the end, you need to mix fudge. Also, in case you want to do fudge, just so you know, moisture content is super important if it ever comes out like syrupy or just like will not hold. They don't tell you that. And when I say they, I mean like I kept asking, you know, Google. And it's just like, oh yeah, this is the recipe. And it's just like, no, this is not a good recipe. Literally half to the water and it solved my problem. Oops, I keep mixing it. Okay. It's looking pretty good. I should probably zoom it in on for you guys, shouldn't I? I'm not sure though. Should probably put this stuff away. Now, we'll keep it out. We'll keep it nice and messy, I guess. Well, the brown sugar's going away. Mainly because it messed me up earlier with my whole baking soda. Is this even fun for you guys? Should I be talking more to the camera? I like looking at things. I can't make eye contact. Okay, let's see here. I can, by the way. It's just difficult to talk into the mic and look at you. I could pick it up, though, and start doing that. It's actually a little weird. I almost have to, like, awkwardly look like I'm casually just sitting here, even though it's not the style I'd like to go for. I'm just looking, trying to see how loud this is, because I don't want to overdo it. Where are we at? We are at 250. How long have we been going, by the way? I'm looking at the camera. 10 minutes? That's not too bad. I'll say 10 minutes again, because every time I went to do my audio for the last couple videos, I'm like, dang, why did I walk away? I should have talked into the mic. Because, like, this thing literally has, like, I don't know. It feels like maybe like a 5-foot range at max. If I'm talking like this, though, because, you know, it's like 140 right now. You can probably see that, right? You might be able to see it. It's hard to tell. Anyways, I guess while we're sitting here and I have time to think about things, usually the bubbles will kind of dictate how much water is in there, I think. So as these bubbles start to get, I don't know if they get bigger or not. We'll find out together. Also, I hope that was water. I don't know what that was, so I'm going to set this back down in here. And I'm going to just get like a wet paper towel real quick to clean this up, because I hate sticky. It's actually pretty funny. I was always like sticky as a kid. Never knew where it came from, right? Like eating pancakes, and then you look down and you're like, no, my pants. And then you're like, no, my shirt. You're like, no, my hair. And you're like, how did it get in my hair? I mean, obviously you know, you can kind of backtrack and it usually find it on, like, you know, here, or sometimes on your shoulder, whatever, right? Like, you know the people who don't pay attention. Like, that was me. I couldn't do it. It was a mystery how everything happened. And now I'm just like, you know, sticky things. It's like, no, exactly. I'm going to forget. And I know exactly what happens. It's not actually that bad. Okay. Cool. Well, I think we're getting there. We aren't even close to the hard crack stage, though. So I'm going to bump it back up to 3. Normally, while I'm doing this, I like to keep it at like half. And then I usually like to go down to like 3 or 1.5. Depends on if I'm doing fudge or not. With this stuff, I really don't care, because I can throw the nuts in to cool it down. In fact, I almost want to turn it up hotter, I think, to compensate for that. I guess I'll tell you, I've recently been trying to figure out how to do peanut brittle right. I've been having a couple issues, and I don't know why I'm having those issues. Like, one of the issues is it doesn't come out like bubbly enough, which I understand, like that was the baking soda. But it came out perfect once. It only came out perfect once, though. And I think the key was the fact that like I didn't have too many nuts in it. And when I put the baking soda in, it really started to foam. Like it foamed. Like it started to foam up. It was like awesome. like, you know, when you get milk and it starts to boil up and foam, it wasn't like that big of foam bubbles, but, you know, it foamed up like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to figure out how to do that again. But I didn't have enough nuts, and everybody's like, it's good, but it could have more nuts. And so I started putting a lot more nuts in. Turns out peanut brittle is really good with lots of peanuts in it. Also, it turns out even if you're bad at peanut brittle, putting a lot of nuts in kind of saves you, because you actually get a peanut before you have too much time to decide how the peanut brittle is. Not like I'm saying you should cheat. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to have the best of both worlds, where it's lots of nuts and it still ends up being super airy somehow. But I'm not exactly sure if that's temperature at the end or not. But I can definitely tell you that the baking soda foaming up has something to do with it. I can't figure out how to do it with a bunch of nuts in there at the same time. I'm grabbing the nuts, by the way, before we get too far into it. I should look at our temperatures again. I should be trying to go faster than this, but I'm really trying to make sure we do it right. Where I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, I'm doing a personal experiment. This is more for me than it is for you. I'm sorry. I wish it could be about you. It'd be way more fun. Okay, but it's hard to do videos unless you do it for you. Like in all honesty, I'd probably like to do like a more complicated one. I picked peanut brittle because I knew it would be fast. And it's not like I hate peanut brittle. I enjoy doing it. It's pretty fun. It's just I hate I hate talking while not knowing the answer to something. Like, you know, it's like I get to essentially talk this whole time and be like, well, I hope this works. Here's all the things I've noticed. It's like people can be like, bro, please just look up how to actually do it. It's like I don't want to. If I look it up, I'm just gonna mess it up again. I'm at a point where I'm just gonna figure it out. I'm gonna keep experimenting till I know personally how it works. And that's also why I do little batches. Again, so I don't feel guilt. Okay, I'm putting this stuff away. I'm in a cleaning up mood. But yeah, it's also why I do little batches, is so I don't have to worry since I'm doing it my way. So even if I do mess up, I at least got to try it my way. I understand what I messed up, and I know where to go from there. Okay. See, it looks like the bubbles are... It's hard to tell if they're getting bigger. Definitely seems like there's more of them. Like, so in other words, it feels like the amount of small bubbles is more, but it doesn't feel like the big bubbles are getting any bigger or smaller. But we'll keep an eye on it. Also, we are now hitting about 275, so we're within, 25 degrees, and it seems to be going up pretty fast. I mean, what's the time? I might need to just do a quick reset on you. We're doing a quick reset. Hold on. Okay, there, we're back. I was going to throw on the timing off on this a little bit, but I'm sorry. Maybe I can fix it. I don't know how far it'll be off by. Does anybody really want to stay here for this whole time? A full cooking show without any edits? I mean, I do talk enough that it's not like the worst thing in the world, but I don't know. I got to get used to it. But I don't know. I could edit these. Like right now, it's more fun not to edit them, but in all honesty, I wish I had more time. Like, I'd like to spend like 3 minutes probably getting some of this water out of here. So I guess if I had to make a recommendation, if you're this far through it and you haven't started yet, yeah, probably put in half the amount of water I did. So we're just going to come up with the arbitrary measurement here. I would say a half tablespoon is what I would say. Okay, well, it looks like the bubbles are definitely getting smaller. Some of them definitely rival that big bubbles, but I think they're starting to go down in size. We're also getting closer to that 300 mark. We're about halfway there compared to where we were before. I think what I'm going to do is turn it down just a little bit. And then right before we get there, I'm probably going to turn it up. I'm not sure. Maybe I should put the peanuts in last. You know what? That's what I'll try to do this time. What I will try to do is put the baking soda in first. And then when it starts foaming, I'll put the nuts in and call it a day. That's what we'll try. Which actually, I really like that idea. Normally, I'd like to do a quick edit, and I'd like to have you guys over here, and then you could see this, and I could do a zoom in, and it would look really good, but we're going to have to wait. Maybe I'll get another camera one day, and then I can do like, wata, and I can be up here and over there. No, that'd be too cool. Or a camera guy? Can you imagine? A camera guy. Wow, my own camera guy? I should actually probably work on the voices a little more. Like, put more effort in. Oh, boy. My own camera guy? All right. Let's see. Okay, now it seems like the bubbles are getting bigger again. Technically, we are almost at that 300 mark. I don't know what I want to do in all honesty. I can either turn it off and wait for it to... I can turn it off and wait for it to... slowly get up to temperature while letting more of the water out, or I should just face you guys. It's awkward. You're gonna have to see my back for most of the video. I'm working on it, but yeah, it seems like we'll just go for it. We'll go for it with the wateriness that we put in there. I think I've done it with more water before, but I'm not sure. We are right at that hard crack stage, so I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, we should be fine, because technically this is still going to want to heat up, and the experiment today is to see if maybe putting in the baking soda first and then the nuts will help. Because I haven't tried that yet. Normally I put the nuts in and I let them heat up because I think personally, this is why I do it. Like whether it's true or not, this is why I do it. I personally think that like heating up the nuts, like not that it makes it taste better or anything, but I think it softens the nuts, which makes them a little easier to eat. I'm not sure though. This is going right into the sink. Also, I highly recommend that you kind of like wash it off or something a little bit. Otherwise, it's literally going to weld, like glass weld itself to the to the bottom. Okay. Also, I didn't crack that, did I? I heard something that sounded like cracking, so it freaked me out a little bit. Okay, so we're going to see if this foams up, which I think it will for sure. Yeah, see, so now we're getting that foam that I really like. Like, this is that foam, see it? Beautiful. And now what I think I need to do is add all the nuts. And then I think I'm going to have to, like, quick mix it and drop it off. Yeah, that looks pretty good, though. I actually really like the looks of that. I don't know what to do about this, so I'm just going to pour it, and I can't talk. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I'm getting all these stupid strands on it, though. I should have probably worked harder to get some of this stuff off, but for you guys, I'm not gonna not gonna go overboard because I still want to talk to you. Okay, I think we'll just leave this on the counter where it can cool down. We'll turn this off, but I think it turned out pretty good. You can definitely see some of the holes in it and stuff. Or not, the bubbles. Like I did a really bad job on it, but I really liked the foaminess. I don't know if you'll be able to see how foamy it got, but I really liked it. So I'd recommend putting your baking soda in first and then the nuts. Of course, I don't actually know if it ends up making I don't know if it ends up I totally lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to think because, like, the only thing I don't like about it right now is that pour. I hate having to put it out and then smash it. I wish I didn't have to do that, but I think that's because of the amount of nuts I use, which I used a heaping amount of, if you didn't notice. Anyways, so yeah, I think it turned out okay. It'll be fine. You got to wait for it to cool down. Literally, if I tried to mess with it for, like, I kid you not, like the next... I like how I look at the clock. If I mess with it for probably like the next 30, 40 minutes, it's still going to be like kind of bendy. Like right now I could be doing fun shapes and building like, a little tower or something if I wanted to. It'd still be hard because the nuts are solid, but I am telling you that the brittle is still workable. It's amazing how workable it is until it actually gets down to temperature. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. I'm ranting. I should let you go. We're at how many minutes here? 23:43? Wow. Okay. And my clock says it's 2, but all the clocks around here are off. It's pretty funny, but you always get to hear dinging noises. It's pretty fun. Anyways, all right. Well, thanks for joining me. Hopefully I'm in focus. Can you imagine if this is out of focus? Anyways, thanks for joining me. It was fun. You don't have to try it. I'm going to work on this a few more times, so you can hang out. Maybe I'll do my cool edits, but not sure yet. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully it's not too long. Let me know. I mean, because I don't think I'll do edits. I think we'll just see. I think maybe I'll do these long formats until somebody complains, but I don't know. I'll switch it up eventually, but right now it's pretty fun. All right, see ya.